Welcome to the musician's journey. Today I'm going to be replacing some kit in the studio. So the first thing I'm going to do is replace this Studio Live ARB USB digital mixer. I'm putting in a Presonus Studio 1824C, which is this bad boy here. Much of it you can see. So I'm going to open that up and have a look at it and get it set up. I'm also going to be routing a headphone cable, a headphone extension cable from the Audient Nero round to here for when I've got people in the studio. So I'm going to have cables sort of crossing across the room. At the same time, I'm putting an XLR breakout box on the back of the Presonus 1824, which will also route sort of round here and finish up just out of shot. And then the final thing I'm going to be doing is I've got to lift up this because the 1824 is rack mounted. It's just going up here, and I've got to lift up the Presonus Fader Port 8, which is a door controller, and I'll be getting a better angle on it so that I can see the screens a bit easier. So first things first, this is really exciting. This is a standard stereo headphone jack extension, so hopefully I've got one that's long enough to go from the Nero around to here. So that's an easy part of the setup, the Presonus Studio 1824C. So let's have a little look at that. Okay, so I always keep boxes for things that I buy. Stick them in the loft, because I think if I ever sell it, it's always nice to sell things boxed and I end up throwing them away years later. I never do sell things. That's the getting started guide, so that can just go there. We've got the plug, so take the plastic bit off, undo the plastic twist that holds the cable together. I always think the guys in the factories with these think, well, which way should I twist it? Which way would most people untwist? I'll do the opposite, because they never go the way you want them to first time. So that's that. This is, okay, that's the other part of the plug. Again, factory guys twisted it all differently. That is a USB cable. USB-C. Must be a USB-C device. Okay. Just call me Sherlock. Okay. So I'm not throwing these bits away because I'm collecting them, because as I said, I'm going to keep this box. This is it's a USB-C to C. No, I don't think I've got any USB-C ports on my actual computer, so I'll use that one, which is the A to C or B to C, whatever which one it is, and the C to C might come in useful somewhere else. And that is some little feet. I'm not sure if I'm going to use those because I'm going to rack mount it. Make sure there's nothing else in there. Put that back in. And that's it. That is another box ready to go into the loft. With all the other boxes I kept when we moved. Actually, they came in quite useful when I moved, because I was able to pack them up and protect them with the original sort of packaging, foam packaging and whatever. But like, you know, with the ARB 16, I hadn't intended to sell that, but now I've got the box and I can sell it, and it'll be all boxed and it'll be able to post it protected. and as I say, potentially get more for it because it's in the original packaging. Okay, so here it is. We have a little protective sticker on. Oh, I did have. Doesn't seem to want to come off, but anyway, that's fine. So this is it. Not very good camera work there. There we go. That's more of a view of it. I'll try this camera as well. See what you can see. Right, so this is a 18 in 24 out. The way they count ins and outs is to do with ADATs and digital, optical. From my perspective, I don't use any of that kind of gear, so I'm really looking at the line and mic inputs and outputs. So I've got 2 on the front inputs, and then I have 6 additional inputs on the back there, and then I have a variety of outputs. I've got the main out, which will go to the Nero for monitor selection. SPDIF or SPDIF, which I don't really use, never really looked into it. That's a clock. You've got MIDI in and out. Again, don't really use any of those. I'm not do a great deal of MIDI work. And then I've got my 8 standard TRS outputs. 2 of which will be feeding a Q mix through to the Nero for whoever needs a Q mix, basically. So yeah, that's that. There's a sticker on here that says register your product. So I will register the product. And I'll take this off for the moment. I'll stick that there. The next thing is this is a XLR snake. So that's giving me 4 XLR outputs. Well, it's giving me 4 XLR cables basically into a breakout box, and they'll come from the back of the 1824 and routed round to, as I say, on here. And of course now I haven't got a knife to open that with, so let's just get this bad boy out. And here we go. So I say it's XLR snake. I'm hoping it is. I ordered a few things quite a while back, and I haven't actually opened them up to look at what's arrived. So let's get that box out of the way. Interestingly, both ends have got a little bag on the end to protect them. They won't be staying on, obviously. Might be useful elsewhere. I don't know. Let's get them on off this end. Oh. Okay. So, as you can see, we have 4 XLR male there, which will go into the back of the Presonus. Routed out again, hope it's long enough, to the XLR inputs here, so the microphones plug into there. It's got legs on the bottom, so the intention was to screw it up in the corner up here where you can't see, to screw it to the desk so it won't move, or I could actually put it on the wall, I suppose. I'll just take the legs off in order to do that. Yeah, I might stick it on the wall. I've got plenty of ways of fixing things, so I'll stick it on the wall there. Not there, but further down. nice easy fixings, labelled, get that right, 1, 2, 3 and 4, which should match with 1, 2, 3 and 4 on here, which it does. But of course, coming out of the back of the door, 1 and 2, not the door, coming out of the back of the Presonus 1824, the digital interface, 1 and 2 are on the front, so it's the remainder on the back. So 3 will be this mic here on this boom, and then it'll be 4, 5, 6 and 7, which will leave me 1 spare, which I may or may not need at some point in the future. But if I do, I've got it. So cool. Right, so what I'm going to do now is reposition the camera and start ripping this gear out and setting this gear up and moving. So that won't be massively interesting. So it'll probably be sped up for you. See you in a minute. Right, well, okay, here we are. Rearrange the cameras. I'm about to try and set this up. So the first thing I'm going to do is take this out, unplug this. So I might move these headphones out of the way, just for the moment. I'll stick them down there. Okay, so this is going to come out, and nothing's going, well, I say nothing's going in its place. Something is going in its place, but nothing that I've shown you so far today. Okay, so we shall walk forward. That is for that, so that's got to come across to here. These are, they go to the Nero. So next thing is to unplug the power supply, unplug the USB cable. Just stick this over here. That's going to be in the way. I'll stick it on the floor along with lots of other things. So this power supply is being replaced with that power supply, but it's going in a separate place. Got to get underneath now, so probably lots of mic bangs and things. This USB cable, which is the USB to USB-C, which goes in the back of here, is not going to be long enough. Where does it go? So it goes there, and that's the length of it. Yeah. And I've got so many USB things plugged into this flipping computer. Just run out, and I've used about 8 USB slots. So I've got 2 left in the front, but I can't, you know, I can't really, because it's a rack mount PC, and I can't really leave them plugged in permanently because I can't close the front then. And of course, some USB devices don't like working off of extension cables. They have to be directly plugged into a port, not even a USB hub extension. They don't like that either. So I've had a few problems there. Let's have a look. Right, I'm going to be crawling around on the floor for a bit, so don't want this mic to get damaged, so I'm going to take it off and use the audio from the phone, which won't be as good, but I'll put this back on again later on. So bye for now. So interestingly, ARB was plugged into a little USB hub at the back of there, and it's a much longer cable as well. I'll just plug it in, see if the computer recognises it as a device of some sort, whether it throws up an error. Doesn't look like it's going to work on a USB extension cable. I've got to go directly to a flipping USB port. Such a pain. because the studio's a mess, I've got stuff all over the place and I haven't got a cable long enough. So I'm going to have to stop, come back later on. Yeah, sorry, I'll finish what I was saying. It's just my mind, I'm a bit annoyed. Yeah, come back later on and do the rest of it. Okay, so I thought I'd try one thing before I went away and ordered a cable. And I unplugged it from the extension, plugged it into a main port at the front. I don't know if that was on the video, it didn't work. Anyway, I thought I'd just try a quick reboot. Rebooted, had it plugged into the port at the front, turned it on, bam, sorted. So it's recognised now. It turns on. No horrible flashing red lights. It's now plugged into the extension. So I can carry on with the setup. So now I need to route the main output from here. Sorry, the main output from here to the main input to here. Right, so we're now into the realms of hoping that this is long enough. Next is this snake, which is a much bigger and heavier beast. This is the boom mic. That is going into...
I don't know that.
Shut up. That's exactly why I turned her off. So that's the boom mic, that's going into number 3. And will always be in number 3. Okay. And here we've got 1, 2, 3 and 4. And they're going to go into 4, 5, 6 and 7. Damn. I need. Okay, so there you go. It's probably not going to make riveting watching. I don't know, but this is just part of the channel content. It's part of my journey about setting things up, and yeah, eventually I'll get to actually play and record some music. So that one's got a little label there from before. It says D44 into the right. Oh yes, so I used to have I've still got it, a Delta 44, M-Audio Delta 44 4 in 4 out breakout box, basically plugged into the back of the computer. I've used that for years. So I mean, I did say earlier on that's the nearer finish with, but clearly wasn't. You could have reminded me. That's everything set up there now. Absolutely no idea what's being recorded at the moment and how good it is. I do know that I'm just using the audio from the phone, so I'll have to do something probably to that in post, because I haven't put my Novelia mic back on again. However, let's get this set up. Thing is, I absolutely hate DIY. I know this isn't DIY, but it's It's usually a screwdriver, so. Why is it always the case that 3 go in, the last one won't? Cool. All blue. What I wanted to see. So the next bit is get the cable around there, and then I'll be done for this bit. Oh, I need to put the fader port back. I am actually going to get something to drop behind here so it just sits up there so it's easier to see. So that was it. That was me setting up the Presonus Studio 1824C. Obviously it's just set up, connected to the computer. It's not, I haven't opened up Studio One and done anything with it in there. Yeah, it's a simple thing, just telling my door, which interface to use. It won't see the ARB60 anymore because it's not there. So I'll have to set up a, so it says use a new one when we're done. Okay, I'm just going to continue to tidy up. I don't know if that's been any use to you or of any interest. It's fun for me. It's setting stuff up. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. I'll take my glasses off to do that.